gross 0.3%, as the services sector offset poor performance by construction and manufacturing. Global inflation last year reached the highest levels in decades as the invasion of Ukraine by Russia sent energy and food prices higher. The UK Consumer Prices Index peaked at an annual rate of 11.1% in October before falling to 10.1% last month. And that's the news update on Today95.1 FM. Ensure that you take advantage of this coming election to elect leaders of your choice. I am Lucky Maxwell. Good afternoon.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
When the weather becomes strict and everything becomes unsteady, the only way to go is tune to Today 95.1 FM, and the world of information, entertainment, and education will be served as breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Welcome to the show. You're listening to today's Quest. The newspaper review segment is what we've
got.
Now
who says I can't bring the party to your house right now? Because, even if it's raining, I still bring the heat right here.
I am here for you, and I know you are here for me.
It is surely the best 15 minutes of football you can find anywhere on radio. People.
Back here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. Today, 95.1 FM. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best.
Hey, you want to speed drive? Come on, go to the racetrack. You want to smoke? Not on the steering wheel. You want to drink alcohol? Don't do it on wheels. Go to a bar and don't drive afterwards. Seatbelts are not for fancy. They are there to save your life. Know your traffic rules and obey them because they are for your own good. Drive with care because life is dear.
Is a situation where there is no war or violence in a society. Peace allows wealth to accumulate and the society to advance.
Through peace, generations of wealth, education, technology can build up, thereby making people very prosperous and happy.
Without peace, there will be violence, war, and underdevelopment in our society. The most disadvantageous peace is far better than the most just war. Let us embrace peace for a better society.
This message is brought to you by your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM.
It's what I pray for, all around the world. It's what I pray for,
Get ready as we take you through a journey of discovery, exploitation, and essence of natural resources on your premium talk and news and sports station. It is Greenland.
Land is green, it's green.
A program that brings to center stage issues on agriculture with analysts, technocrats, and farmers.
To discuss the challenges, opportunities, and role of agriculture in Nigeria and how it affects our economy. Every Friday, 1 p.m. only on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Clouds go gray. On the rose and the earth sings. Season's just beginning. Sunlight it hides as the clouds make way. From the pouring of my blessings, I will not be afraid. I just knows I'm reaping back 100.
All right, it's Greenland on your radio today, the 10th day in March, 2023. And it's a wonderful Friday afternoon, right? It's come up to 8 minutes into the program. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time with us every day on radio. You make it happen. You make us come and leave being elated, being glad, because having to hear from you is always a thing of joy. So thank you for joining me this beautiful afternoon. It's Greenland, live here on your premium talk radio, Today95.1 FM. And what we do here is discuss agriculture issues. Everything agriculture, we bring it to the table and we address them. We give you ideas, right? Agriculture ideas. We address certain problems and prefer solutions. So all these we do here with guests, with farmers, with technocrats, with agriculturalists, and just for you to have to make a headway individually and collectively as a nation that we are. So thank you once again for joining me this afternoon. I will be here till 2 p.m. before the next program comes your way. So let us make it a small time for you and I. I talk, you talk, we talk, and that's how we have a great conversation. My guest here today is definitely going to do justice to the conversation as always. My name is Gloria Kati. Thank you once again for... All right, welcome back. So I've got with me Dr. Brilliant, an animal breeder and molecular geneticist. Of course, he's also in the ICT sector relating to agriculture. And today we want to bring something to the table, right? I've highlighted this before, but we didn't really get to go in deep as much as we could or as much as needed. And so today I would like us to look into it again and to prefer solutions as much as we can and hope to see a better place, a better agricultural sector in Nigeria.
Clouds go gray from the roars and the earth sings. Season's just beginning. Sunlight it hides as the clouds make way.
Okay, so information and communications technology in agriculture is what we want to talk about. Now, you know that we are in an era of technology. We are in the era of social media, where everything seems to be going online, where everything seems to be going digital. So right now, if you're not leveraging the digital world, that means that it's either you're not ready or you're limiting your business or something, right? But you've got to be online. You've got to be out there. It enhances your visibility. It enhances your growth, and it makes you to reach out to more people as well as your target audience in particular. And information communication technology in agriculture, which is also known as e-agriculture, focusing on the enhancement of agricultural and rural development through improved information and communication process. It enhances agriculture and rural development through improved information and communication processes. Dr. Brilliant, can you explain this for us? I mean, ICT improving agricultural and rural development through improved information and communication processes. Can you explain this? All right.
Good afternoon, Port Harcourt. I'm glad to be here to talk about ICT in agriculture.
You're welcome. Very welcome.
We all know there is need for us to improve the production of agric products. And in doing that, we must apply ICT. What is ICT? ICT is just about information, about communication, and about technology. And as we all know, there is power in information. When people know about what you are doing, they'll be able to contact you. And you also know information about what you're supposed to do. You'll be able to do it more and do it better. And today, there are so many technologies that have been developed, are currently being applied in Nigeria and all over the world, that can help us improve our crop production, that can help us improve our animal production, our fisheries production, and every sector of animal, crop, fish, even micro livestock. We can apply ICT. And before the end of the show today, I will explain more on how we can do that.
Okay. So information. Now, why is information even important in agriculture to start with?
Information is very important because without you having the right information, you won't be able to produce what you're supposed to produce.
When you say information, is there a particular kind of information you're talking about, or information, everything information? Can you go deeper?
It depends on what you are doing in the agricultural sector. As an animal farmer, you must have information about livestock production. And as a crop producer, you must have information about crop production. If you're in fisheries or in any area, whether you're a forester, you must have information about that particular area of agriculture you are into. So the information is two ways. You need information, and you also need to pass your information across to others for people to know what you are into, for you to be able to market your products.
Okay. I'm still a little concerned about this phrase, through improved information and communication processes. What is this improved information we are talking about? How does it apply? And then
okay,
is it that the information we have is not good enough, or is it that there's a new kind of information we need to have, and what is this information? Why is it even important?
Yeah, it's both ways. Number one, we have new information of better ways of doing what we've been doing before, and also a better way of communicating the information across to others. Let's say, for instance, before now, an agricultural agent will need to go from farm to farm, community to community, gather farmers together, and pass across information to them. But today, you don't need to do that. You can sit down in his office using social media or any form of the apps that are available. It can disseminate information to them and even get feedback in real time from the farmer. So it's a better way.
So that means are we streamlining it to social media?
No, information can be passed across through various means, like what we are doing now. It's part of it. Information through the radio, through the television, through satellite, through phones, through any way.
So this ICT we are talking about now, is it for the government to harness or the farmers themselves to harness?
Everybody needs to get involved. And I want to explain this afternoon, because once people hear ICT, they think it's all about computer. And they say, I'm not computer literate, I can't do this, I can't do that. No. What we're saying is information, communication, and technology. You want to see how to combine these three things together. The information, how we communicate it across to others using the available recent technologies that are available. And as a farmer, you need to be ICT compliant, irrespective of your age. After all, everybody today, you see old women, like my mom is very old, 70-something at home. She has a smartphone she uses. So there's nobody who will say, I'm too old to use a smartphone. These are applications, most of them mobile apps, that so long you can press something, you can read something, you can use them. So even people who are very, very literate, or people who are around them, and as I will even suggest in this forum, for farmers, they need to be ICT compliant for them to improve their production, for them to make better profits, for them to even make, to expose their products to the larger community in the society. And there's a big problem we have in agriculture is the problem of these middlemen and middle women who benefit even more than the people who labor in the field. Through ICT, you can boycott all these middlemen and make almost 100% of the profits.
Boycott?
Yeah.
So isn't that bad market for the middlemen?
It should be, because today most of our farmers are discouraged because they labor in their farm, yet others who sit down to buy from them and resell make more of the gain. So it's a good way going through the way of ICT in your farming.
So how does anybody now say they want to leverage ICT? I mean, we are talking to those in the rural communities. We are talking to this uninformed and maybe even illiterate. How do they even go about leveraging ICT?
What we're talking about is what is going on already. So it's nothing new. It's a pity Nigeria was still far behind. Most of the South African countries, they are doing it already. Powered by governments, by organizations, NGOs, where they empower farmers with mobile phones. And they give them, through those mobile apps, they get information about weather. They get information about market price. Okay, you can even imagine, like in Port Harcourt now, most times we don't have information about the prices of things. Like even people, like in the poultry industry, there are times people will produce and at the end they have difficulty selling. When there are proper information and it is made available maybe through apps, through online. Let's say for instance now we have an app on poultry production in Port Harcourt. You want to buy chicken, you just go to the app. You see farmers who have chicken, different prices. With ease, people can locate you, you get your product sold than just keeping them somewhere maybe at Alo or at Burikri, where just people passing by will know what you have there. But when you go using social media or the mobile apps or any form of the ICT media, you'll be able to expose your product to a larger community. So it's very good for farmers, irrespective of your age. Your children can help you. You know, snap your products, put them on Facebook, put them on Twitter, Instagram.
And you still need to pay for this to start with. You still need to pay because even the social media now is not free. Gone are those days, social media algorithms have changed. Gone are those days where you can simply organically grow your page or your business. Now you have to leverage sponsored ads. You have to leverage influencers. You have to leverage marketing on social media, right? And so you definitely might need the services of, you would need the services of the experts, one. Or if you say you want to do it yourself, you still will need money. And doing it yourself would also mean that you'd have to spend more because before you actually get to now start getting the results you desire, out of lack of proper knowledge in advertising on social media, you will even lose more, right? So now I'm asking, what are actually the advantages of ICT apart from the fact that let's review the pros and cons now. Why should anybody even leverage ICT? Because apart from the fact that it helps the work easier and helps you reach your target audience easier and faster, what would it take? What are also the downsides? Now, there is the money, like I make mention of. There is the expertise where you'd need to consult the professionals to help you in leveraging social media to promote your business. So ICT now, it's a two-in-one question I'm asking. ICT, does it only come in for information propagation and then growing your business? Is there any other thing that it can do for your business? And then what are also the pros and cons? Let's look at it holistically so we can draw a conclusion or a thin line on what we should be doing, what is expected in ICT and what isn't.
ICT is involved in the food chain, let me use that word, right from the production to the finishing point where we find it on our table for consumption. Advances in agriculture have brought out ICT techniques that have improved the production process. And as a result of that, you have improved products, both in quantity and in quality. There's no time for me to start explaining them individually. You have improved quality and quantity of your product. And apart from that, through ICT also, like those of us in animal science, there are ICT gadgets we use in animal production that help in detecting whether diseases, even helping with, recently we have artificial intelligence, the use of AI in livestock production, in crop production, where ICT is being used to limit the losses we find both in the production process and even in the storage process. Like even today, the use of drone is still part of ICT. The use of drone has changed the game of agriculture, whether in crop, in fisheries, in animal science. And I also want to let you know that, yes, you will need to spend money to advertise, to do some of these things we are talking about. But the long-term profit you are going to get is far, far more than the money you will spend. So the few limitations we have, apart from the money involved, we also have the expertise, as we have said. And also, like in some of the rural communities, we have the issues of network, where you might not be able to use your mobile phones and some of these gadgets. Overall, it's still what we should encourage farmers to be involved in for them to improve their production.
Okay, Dr. Brilliant, you're not giving me enough conviction right now. Now, I am a doubting Thomas. I don't know jack in what you're saying. And I'm listening to you now, trying to figure out why I should actually leverage ICT, why ICT is important for my agriculture business or farm. And, I can't seem to get the particular thing that ICT has in store for me. Why should I mean, what difference will it make? I am here. I already have my suppliers. I already have my clientele. I already have what I am doing. I already have my contacts. So what is there in ICT for me? Maybe we should go this way. We have information, like you said. We have communication and we have technology. So you've been able to establish to some extent the information aspect of it. The communication. Let's dwell a little more in communication. What is this communication we are talking about? Is it just the transmission of this information, or is there more to it?
Yeah, the communication is the transmission of the information, and as I've said before, it's both ways. In agriculture, we have researchers like those of us in the higher institution who conduct research, and through the help of the extension agents, the information of the output of our results, research, are being passed to the farmers. So before now, it has been done in a very crude way, as I had explained before, where the agents will need to move around, gather people together. That will cost much, even time, to get the information across to the farmers. But today, using ICT and all these applications that are available, the information gets to the farmer fast, even in real time, where you get responses from the farmer.
What information are these getting to the farmers? Because we don't even see, the government is not doing any. How much is the government doing to pass this information? And because education is one factor or one challenge that farmers face in the country. And if we are saying that this information, communication is, the transmission of this information to the farmers, I mean, how much of the information is actually being transmitted to the farmers? What value of information is out there for farmers to even leverage?
Yeah, that is why I want to encourage everybody to come into ICT in agriculture. Okay, let me take this for instance. Sometime last year in the Department of Animal Science, we have to gather all livestock farmers and those in the business in Port Harcourt together.
Okay.
And why did we do that? We needed a forum where we communicate it's not just lecturers, both lecturers, farmers, and even the government, the ministry, people who were represented there. I will be able to form a forum where we exchange ideas. Somebody has a problem in his farm, he places it on the platform, look at what I need, look at the challenge I'm going to, and experts respond immediately to that. That is what we're talking about. If not for ICT, that would be very difficult. You're having a problem at Bori. You have to travel down to Port Harcourt to meet me in the office before you get solutions to your problem. Because of social media, because of ICT today, that challenge has been broken. And even what I'm even calling on people to do, like some other countries that have gone far with the use of these apps. We have great guys around today who develop apps. We need people who can develop apps for us.
For agriculture?
Yeah, for agriculture. Let's take, for instance, poultry production. We have an app that you need to buy a certain number of... Just go to the app. The app will tell you the number of farms we have in Port Harcourt. Those who have chicken for sale, they have turkey, even the various prices. So it makes this very, very easy. Applying apps, whether in crop production, in fisheries, any form of agriculture production.
Okay. So these apps now, what exactly are they going to be doing? Is it for buying and selling, or what exactly?
Both buying and selling. And like what I've explained now, like what we do is not buying and selling. You're having a challenge as a farmer. You can interact with an expert in that field, ask questions, and solutions will be provided. So even if there are new inventions, like even on that platform, there are times we'll have new equipment that do better, that improve what we've been doing before. We tell the farmer, come, we have this that is available now. Try it. Or we have a special feed, we have a special supplement. Through those platforms, introduce them to, it's not just information from research. There are things that are new that farmers need to know to improve on the quality of their products and also the quantity of the products from their various farms.
Okay. So how much has technology, ICT, done so far in the agricultural space internationally?
Very, very well. Very, very well. Because like today, let me just talk about drones briefly. With the use of drones, like the issue of these headers that we have in the country today, like in developed countries, people don't follow animals around. Drones take them out and bring them back. And apart from that, you
drones take animals?
Yeah, take them out and bring them back. And you can be in your house and monitor your animals in the field. Some of these drones, they have cameras attached to them. You can see when an animal is sick, animal is not moving, or stuck somewhere, or about to deliver, having issues using these ICT gadgets from your home. And you can send somebody to go and attend to that animal. And apart from that, sorry to say, some time ago, they stole some animals from our farm, cattle precisely. We have chips, ICT chips, we can use to tag animals today. That you can monitor the movements of the animal. Anywhere the animal is, in real time, can be monitored. And through that, we monitor the feeding habits of animals. We also use to check the security of the animals. And even the use of GIS, geofencing, is also done using ICT, where you monitor the movement of animals and don't allow them to cross certain areas. Like in Kenya, they use that for their elephants. They implant these chips in them and they monitor their movement. Once they are getting closer to where they are not supposed to do, there is an alarm. It's a message that will go to the person controlling them, and they will go to take them back to where they are supposed to be. So ICT has gone very... Okay, let's talk about animal health. There are so many equipment, computerized equipment today we utilize in identifying diseases, even treating them today. All these as a result of improvement in ICT. Even in feeding, we have automatic feeders. You can sit down in your house and with your phone, You can feed your birds in the farm.
I don't understand. I don't understand. No.
You don't understand.
I don't understand. Explain.
That with your phone, you can give your birds water to drink in the farm without you going to the farm.
How?
We have automatic feeders, automatic drinkers that you can monitor with your mobile phones. All these are what?
Automatic? Are they robots?
Yeah, they are robots that have been fitted with AI devices.
Oh,
okay, let me even tell you a research. I belong to a team that we are still on it. We are not done with it. Though others have done similar work somewhere. You can use drone to monitor pest infestation in your farm.
Okay.
The drone will fly over the farm and spot infected plants and send signal to the computer, who will discharge another drone that will carry pesticide to go and spray that particular plant that has been infected without you going there yourself. So ICT is very powerful. People have gone very, very far. Just go online and check some of these things I'm telling you. People have gone far in other places, but though in Nigeria we are trying our best, but we need more, especially from the government, to have permission, to have policies to use some of this. Because like Nigeria now, you can't just get drone and say you want to start flying drone everywhere. We need the permission of the government. We need legislations that will allow the use of drone in agriculture.
Okay, interesting. I'll be opening the phone lines here for our listeners to ask questions concerning this conversation this morning. All right, so you have a question, you have a contribution. Here's the time for you to phone in and let's hear from you. All right, 0817-000-0951, 0817-300-0951, or 0810-951-0951, 0810-951-0951, or you can simply do an SMS or a WhatsApp message to 0701-933-9962, 0701-933-9962. That is 0701-933-9962. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, 951.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon. I am Friday Wala.
Friday, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. I really enjoyed the conversation. And I want to ask the guests in the studio, because I'm a farmer. And then I want to ask, is there any available platform or is there any method or mechanism that government has put in place for farmers to access loans without any hustle, without any stress? Because I know agriculture needs money. At this time, we need money. How do an upcoming farmer access funds through loans to maybe expand his coast? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that question. I've lost that one. Okay. Let's hear from you, Doctor.
There are farmers or there are banks that give loan to farmers. And then the government has, especially this government that is about leaving, they have invested much in the area of agriculture.
Invested much? You might need to explain your invested much, because the people don't see that much. We have the Bank of Agriculture that I don't know whether it's functioning or it's not functioning right now.
They are.
I barely find any farmer who has gotten a loan or financial support from the Bank of Agriculture. Is it for a particular kind of farmers or level of people, or explain to us?
Gloria, those things are working, but I'm not here to talk about the politics of Nigeria surrendering.
We're not talking about the politics. We're talking facts.
The government has policies. These banks are there.
So the policy says that the rural farmers will not have access to these funds. Is that what the policies say? Because I mean, if your policy, your project is not getting to the grassroots, then I don't know what you are doing.
Hey, Gloria, people are getting these loans. It's just that according to you now, you have not seen anybody. There are people who are getting this. But as I've said, we have this Nigerian factor that we must fight against, where opportunities are given to people you know. Or the people who are on top will collect this money and use it for something else. So those are the issues I don't want to go into about Nigeria. But we trust God. We're going to have a new country very soon.
Amen.
To respond to the question of the last caller, there is an app I want to suggest to you, developed in Nigeria here. You can check that out. It's called Farm Crowdy app. Please check it out. These guys, what that app does is to source for funds from sponsors and give them as soft loans to farmers. So maybe you can try that Farm Crowdy app apart from going to the bank. So that is the major option I want to give to you for now. Thank you.
Okay, so in other words, the government has not put in place any platform where, or digital platform where, functioning platform to be precise.
Are you talking about apps? Apart from banks? We have banks.
We have banks that are not working. Banks, I don't know, something that is not working is as good as null and void, as good as inexistent. You have a policy, a project, a whatnot that is not working. Then just close it up. There's no point having it and it's not working. It's as good as in existence. So, we are talking about ICT. The people themselves cannot help themselves. The people cannot leverage this alone. They definitely need the intervention of the government. However, if the government decides not to do the due diligence in ensuring that the farmers or the people are helped, shall we fold our hands and continue to blame the government and, live our lives to wallow in poverty and lack and want? Now, it also boils down to individuals. We have individuals who, these are opportunities, I would say. These are areas that you can leverage on, you can own, you can even, what's the word now? You can, oh Lord, okay, I might place a finger on the word, I'll use it eventually. But these are raw opportunities that we can actually leverage to make the agriculture a better place, to support farmers, which ultimately would earn us a living. So if we have companies or individuals who specialize in creating apps, building apps, softwares and platforms where farmers can buy and sell, or farmers can access loan, or farmers can do what? Apart from buying and selling and accessing loan, what can
information dissemination?
Information dissemination. How much do you think information is valued in this side of the world?
It's valued. Okay, let me take the issue of YouTube. There are so many things you can learn from YouTube. Farming processes, whether for livestock, crop production, fisheries, forestry. So somebody can just develop a platform, learn how to rear catfish in 3 months.
Does that work? YouTube videos really doesn't work for many people.
Some do.
Yeah, some do. Really, because sometimes it's more like they just give you a haphazard job. You still need to sit under someone.
Those ones that are free will be haphazard. But if it is a paid one, you get what you pay your money for.
Okay. Let's get some more calls. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
You're welcome. What's your name?
So I want to ask this question.
All right.
If there are banks or financial institutions where one can access the loan, how do I get them? Where are they located? Because I've been farming in River State This is my 7th year now. I'm only struggling within my reach to make sure I do farm. And I farm on vegetable like cucumber, pepper, ugu, and okra. But I have 200 plus of land. And you and I know, for one to cultivate 200 plus of land, I need real money. I need not less than 5 million naira to cultivate this farmland. And mind you, if I should have this access to this fund, I will become an employer of labor. So I think that government and corporate institutions in the state are not doing anything. I must use the word anything to help the young entrepreneurs in the state to come up to a level. We are talking of hunger. We are talking of unemployment. I think an average farmer here is well funded, could employ not less than 10 persons. And imagine when up to 500 farmers or 1,000 farmers employs an average of 10 persons at a go. You know what happens. And then information to high-yielding seedlings. We don't have it. We don't know how to access these things. Can you really explain to us? Myself, I need where I could get this money. Thank you very much. My name is Friday while I'm calling from HA.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the emphasis on your question. I will still re-emphasize that banks give loan. But what I would advise you to do is, since you have all that, though it's a bit difficult getting loan as an individual, if you can team up with some individuals to form a cooperative, you draw up your proposal and meet any of these banks, whether Agricultural Development Bank or even any of the commercial banks. Once they see your proposal and they see the land that you have, they will give you the money. And as you have said, I'm supporting you in calling on governments and all individuals who have these funds. Let's not keep them. Let's release them. Let's invest them in agriculture, because that will lead to employment of so many people and provide food on our table. And also, it will help improving our GDP in Nigeria, because we'll be able to export some of this and improve the value of our naira.
All right, then, 0817-000-0951, 0817-000-0951, or 0810-951-0951, 0810-951-0951, or send an SMS or WhatsApp message to 0701-933-9962, 0701-933-9962. Let's get your questions or contributions concerning the conversation today. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Precious. Calling you from.
Precious, can you speak up? Because we can barely hear you.
Say, my name is Precious. Calling you from Abia State.
Oh, Precious, you're welcome. How is Abia State?
Very, very bad, though. Hunger. Arthritis.
It is well. All over well.
We can't see food to job. Very, very too bad. The country need to change.
And it will change. So what's your question?
I face him. Okay.
Hello?
I'm yes now. Yes.
So what's your question?
I don't have much questions, sir. I just need the country to at least change for good.
All right then. All right, thank you very much. And it will change for good. Okay, doctor.
Just to throw more light on the other question of the previous caller on how to have access to improved variety of seeds. It's part of what we're talking about. If we have special apps or platforms where this information can be disseminated, it will have been better. But I will advise you, or anybody listening to me, you need special seedlings or seed for your crops. We have the Department of Crop and Soil Science in the University of Port Harcourt, I have some of my colleagues there who are experts who can help you get those improved varieties